And I want to welcome everybody. This is our weekly Mycity networking meeting. And I'm Scott Harrell, your co-host with Bob Friedenthal. And you can see that a lot of things we can always discuss, which I love. So wanted to remind everyone, we've got, looks like some first timers or maybe some people that have shown up a long time ago and came back. Welcome back. Please post your contact info in the chat. And we're going to go around the room. We're going to use the 1 minute timers so you can introduce yourselves. And if you are looking to network with someone in particular, you can certainly let us know or tell us something interesting about your business. And we're going to begin with the man in recovery, Paul Levine. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, guys. What he's talking about was I had an accident this week, but I am fine. I am a commercial realtor, and I was practicing CPA for over 50 years before getting into real estate, also a university professor. We want anyone who owns any property that is considered commercial property. And my definition of commercial property is if you make any money off of it. Single family residence rented out is commercial property. And we can save you money on what's known as a cost segregation study. We can help you buy and sell real estate, commercial real estate, and we can help you put a portfolio together that will meet your needs, wants, and desires. Did I do a minute?
You got 9 seconds left. Congratulations. Thank you. All right. Next up, Debbie Voris. Good morning, Debbie.
Hi, I'm Debbie, your certified holistic health coach. I revitalize people's lives by helping them identify the root causes of their health issues and create a custom natural holistic strategy to resolve them in the areas of mind, body, and soul. And I had a wonderful show yesterday with Jeanette Anderson when we talked about toxic-free cleaning and the dangers of our home products. And another thing that I want to make you aware of is that I offer these Zyto scans that as a technology of the transdermal optical imaging app that actually will scan your blood flow in your face and in different body systems and lifestyles and give you a wellness report of biomarkers out of range and products and services back into range. People are really amazed by this technology because it's really accurate. So reach out to me and ask me about it. And that's the first step of me helping you. So take care. Oh, my company is Debbie Changes Lives.
Yeah, well done. Next up, have we met before? Linda Berg Herring? If not, nice to meet you. Take it away, Linda.
I was here last week, but that was my first time. So
okay.
Yeah, so we sort of have met before, briefly.
Awesome.
Anyway, I'm Linda Berg Herring. I'm a licensed private investigator. I investigate anything and everything you can think of. I do due diligence, business due diligence for potential investors. I do tenant screenings, asset searches, cyber crimes, elder abuse, fraud, dog bites, traffic accidents, literally anything you can think of. I'm also heavily involved in the fight against trafficking of children. I do workshops online and in person to help educate adults and kids on how to stay safe online. The adult portion is good for romance scams and things like that. I also do dating backgrounds, by the way. But protecting people from romance scams are what they're now calling pig butchering scams, which just sounds a horrible name right there. And then kids are being sextorted, and artificial intelligence is ramping that up even more than it has been. It's a very evil thing going on. So when you need to know anything about anyone, give me a call.
And Linda was on my show, so you can learn more there.
Yes.
Sweet. Yeah, that it would be awful to be abducted by a robot. I'd love to hear more about that notion sometime, Linda.
Okay, let's do a one-to-one. We'll set something up.
Thank you. And I'm going to welcome back Russell Lookadoo. You weren't here last time. Welcome back, sir. Good morning.
No, last week I was out of town at a conference on corporate culture that was really fascinating. There were about 8 speakers, 2 were bombs, but the other 6 were fantastic. It was done in a theater in the round, so the whole speakers were spinning the whole time they were talking, slowly rotating. I say not spinning, but I'm the HR guy for small business. My vision is to align business owners' team with their dream. Everybody goes into business, whether it's a burger joint we were talking earlier, or a pest control business. They all have a dream of why they believe they can do it better and to create a world for themselves. And then they start hiring people and they go, my employees are driving me nuts. And that's when you call me. Shout out to Debbie Voss, connected me with a payroll company. I appreciate that. Scott Evers and Phil, I'm still working that referral. Phil referred me to somebody who referred me to somebody, and I'm engaged in a project with them. So it's a lot of fun. This group works. So thank you.
Awesome. Sounds great.
And for the record, that's Debbie Voris. Thank you, Russ.
You're welcome.
Okay, next up. Our featured speaker, I'll let her introduce herself, Linda Blair. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Linda Blair, and I have over 25 years in marketing and advertising. I'm a Google certified partner. I'm your internet and marketing business software expert. I'm with Thrive. And what Thrive is, it's a powerful online tool. It uses AI software technology, and we streamline over 500 different features into one platform. So your website, text and email marketing, funnel drip email campaigns, your calendar, invoicing, social media, reviews. So basically, it's kind of like a virtual secretary, and it's a CRM that is tied to your website. And today I'm going to talk about a little bit about Google and how that works. So I'll save my everything for then.
Awesome. Really looking forward to it. And next up, Roy Dickin. Good morning, Roy.
I am unmuted. Hey, how about that? Hi, Roy Dickin. I have made it possible for businesses to attract a continual flow of customers who are ready to make a purchase for their products and services for over 14 years. But that's been using SEO primarily. And lately, SEO is getting more and more difficult. Google changes it continually to make it harder to be found online. Some people are getting tired of having to spend so much on a budget for SEO that 6 of us got together and we came up with a good alternative to SEO, where I call it conversion alchemy, and I use AI to be able to get SEO results, whether they're coming to your website or not. They become your lead in the territory that you're trying to cover. So, and my time is up.
Good job, Roy. Thank you. All right, next up, our man, Ed Cicinato. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning, Ed Cicinato. I'm the franchise owner of Edward Cicinato and Associates Dream Vacations, part of the country's largest full-service travel agency. I've got 13 associates that work with me, and we do everything from cruises to all-inclusive resorts, groups, theme trips, tours, excursions, and we even do villas. And let me leave you with this thought. We live in a wonderful world that's full of beauty, charm, and adventure. And there's no end to the adventures that we can have if only we seek them with our eyes open.
That's a great.
Remember that. And then call me.
Okay. All righty. Next up, our man, Phil Wolfstein. Good morning, Phil.
Morning. Good morning. Phil Wolfstein, a certified business broker with Zoom Business Brokers. And what I do is I help business owners find qualified buyers for their business. And my mantra is that selling a business is not an event. It's a process. And that process typically takes 7 to 9 months. It's a very emotional, as I'm going through several deals right now, is For a business owner, entrepreneur that's owned a business for 25 or 30 years, it's a very emotional process to make the decision to sell, to go through the necessary steps to actually get to a successful close. We were talking about interest rates, current SBA 7A loan rates, which is typically the type of financing used, are now at 11.5%. A couple of years ago, that was 6.5%. Definitely having an impact on business valuations, and buyers and sellers are having to adjust on that. As a business broker, have all the resources to help the buyer and seller take it through that process. So always happy to work with everybody here.
Right. Thank you so much, Phil. And next up is Betty Withrow. Hi, Betty.
Hi, Scott, and hi, everybody. Good morning. Happy Friday. Yes, this group does work. Debbie Voris connected me with 2 different people last week. One has an appointment where I'm going to connect him with a publisher that I work with and move his dream along. And the other one I haven't heard from yet, but I know I will. And Phil, you too. You and I spoke, and you sent me to someone who, again, I haven't heard from, but that's the way it goes. Keep following up, right? So I'm Betty Withrow. I'm the Writer's Launchpad. I do all sorts of writing services, everything from ghostwriting through editing, content creation, video scripting, collaboration with marketing professionals like Roy, whose system is absolutely brilliant. We're working on how to integrate the funnels and everything that people need in order to make it work effectively. So I love teamwork. And if I haven't had one-on-one with you, let's do it. And figure out what we can do for each other. That's what we're here for. Thank you.
Sounds great. Scott, if I can real quick, I want to give a big shout out to Burke Franklin from Business Power Tools. I was able to make a referral and an introduction to him, and he got a new lifetime subscription customer, but he made a fabulous presentation, went through his deal. So I don't see he's not in the meeting today, but for business planning, outstanding work, really great.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah. Burke usually shows up at a little after 8:30, but thank you for that. It's awesome. He does a great job. Excellent presentation. And I want everyone to wave and say a virtual hello to Maury Zelkovich, who's a fly on the wall today. Hi, Maury. We value your participation. Look, here comes Burke. So ironically. Burke,
You just missed my shout out, buddy.
He heard his name called.
Yeah.
Instant karma. I love it. All right. Thank you.
Hope it's recorded.
It's recorded.
Yeah, it is.
And next up, we got Kevin Caleb, Coach K. Good morning, Kevin.
Everybody, it's always a pleasure starting Friday morning here with you guys and then jumping into my team call at 9 o'clock and telling all the exciting stuff that goes on here at mycity.com. I'm Coach K for you. I'm a business coach, and my mission is to provide aspiring entrepreneurs with actionable advice and inspiration to start and build their own profitable, meaningful business. The key with me is I try to do something most people don't do very well. Know how to listen. As an active listener since 92, I've embraced that as part of my just personality. And I'll tell you, if you become comfortable with the uncomfortable pause in conversations, that's when you'll really hear what's not being said. I'm Coach K for you, and everything that I do is for.
Beautiful. Yes, sometimes that delay where you just wait, those are golden moments, aren't they?
They are.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying it can be.
He's muted. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on. Thanks, Kevin. And our friend from Wisconsin, I don't know how you read. We have horrible rain here in California. How's the weather over in Wisconsin? Kurt, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Yeah, I am here in Milwaukee, and I am passionate about marketing through technology and events such as this. And so we do podcasting, live streaming, getting you out on all the social medias, and we have a handful of other platforms we use to get you on out there to our networks that I've been developing for the past decades. And it's all available to you on a complimentary basis. So come on into our shows, tell our audiences who you are, what you do, and kind of that familiarity we build right here in this Zoom. We can get that out in through our shows. And I also am passionate about inclusion, folks. My challenge for you today is, what have you done? What are you doing now with 23 of us on the screen? And what will you be doing today with an executive and other professionals with disabilities? With that, I'll rest. I'm Kurt Roskoff from Milwaukee. Back to you.
You leave us with an intriguing notion. I appreciate that, Kurt. Thank you.
Almost sounds like the Prairie Home Companion.
Good one. All right. We know which radio station you like.
Where all the children are above average.
Everybody's good looking.
You guys, I love it. All right. Next up, our friend across the country, Moshe Math. Good morning, Moshe.
Morning. We just had a whole bunch of rain, so after going through it for 4 days, I really do feel bad for you all. My name is Moshe Math. I am a partner in a company called Neurotrain Sciences. Our systems look similar to massages at the airport, and that's where the similarities end. We offer what they call a sonic massage. We use sound, light, and vibration, taking your mind and body through a voyage. Our most popular sound session is relaxation through brainwave entrainment. So the best way to describe brainwave entrainment is when your computer freezes and it's either too heavy or too expensive to throw against the wall in frustration. So what do then? You turn it off and on again and hope I forgot I had a problem. And that's what we're doing. The uses for it are immense. And it's not because I'm a Johnny One Note, but we've seen it. One of the things I used to do before COVID was I used to go back to my college gratis for about 3 days during the last full week of classes and just be outside the library for stress and anxiety relief. It was the only time in my life I was ever considered the cool guy.
That's interesting motivation. That's fantastic. Love it. Okay, and next up, new to me, looks like David's S23 Ultra. David, good morning. Or is that David Wolf?
Oh, hey, David K. Yeah, sorry I didn't change my name in the identifier there. Yeah, David K. with ADP Retirement Services, handling small business retirement plans and employee benefits with ADP. So I work primarily with small business owners, including HR directors and their CFAs and financial advisors, to set up and evaluate their retirement plans. I also handle employee benefits for small businesses, primarily through the ADP Total Source solution. ADP Total Source is an outsourced HR solution for small businesses that allows them to obtain larger company rates for workers' comp and health insurance. And if they want to outsource their total HR, they can do that. So a good referral for me would be a financial advisor, CPA, or somebody like Russ, who's a fractional HR director, HR person, or fractional CFO, or a business owner who's looking to set up, install, or evaluate their retirement plan and employee benefits. David K. with ADP. I am in Los Angeles.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you, David. Appreciate you. And I'm going to allow our host to introduce himself. You got a minute, Bob? Take it away, Bob Friedenthal.
Sure do. In fact, I could probably even do it in less. So, how many of you have organized your AI into vocations in a database? Anybody?
Roy.
Okay, do me a favor. Could you put in the chat room if you have? Because my experience with people in Chat GPT and all that stuff, they're not organized. So to this date, I believe Chat GPT, which is huge out there, right? Everybody acknowledge that?
Yep.
Nod your head. okay, there's a couple things that ChatGPT does not do. Tell me if I'm wrong. One is you don't have an ability to, you can send messages, but can you organize those messages? Can you put them in a database? Can you pick on certain vocations that you want to reach out to? Can you do that?
No,
Nobody?
you
That
cannot.
seems to be like the
Are
next.
you talking about the type of prompt that you're going to put into ChatGPT, Bob? What I'm not sure what you're if you're using ChatGPT, how would you then the question would be to request some type of information by vocation. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's more, yeah, I mean, you can look at it that way. My experience is that most people, and there's a ton of people on ChatGPT, right?
Right.
Okay, so you want to be able to reach out to people, right? Is there an organized way of doing that?
No.
Not with ChatGPT, but you're talking about it like a database type program. So that
Yes,
level of
correct.
If you
integration
use
is-
multiple services, yes, but not just one.
Okay,
I think if you had a database and you put it into ChatGPT and then you said separate it or identify this by vocation with some keywords, I think it, I mean, it could obviously do that. I think that would be easy to do.
well, not easy. Database is not the most easy thing in the world, but so
Yeah.
I've already instructed my programming staff going through Mycity to help you organize your data for AI. And some of you guys, we've built up a huge database already of people in your LinkedIn, right?
Right.
Think if you could take that information and send it out through artificial intelligence, organize it and send it out. Does anybody have
Oh,
that?
I see. Yeah, I see where you're going with it. Where you can take our LinkedIn data, LinkedIn connections, and then use AI to zero in on certain vocations, and then set up a campaign based on that. Is that kind of what you're thinking?
Well, yeah, and you can do that through mycity.com, but give me like a week or so. And I've asked my programmers to write code that will help you organize your AI by vocations. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to write an AI message, you want to be targeting to certain vocations, don't you?
Yes.
That sounds great.
Anybody have that?
Not yet.
Well, give me a week. I don't know if I'll have it completed, but I've already asked my programmers to start writing code that will help you organize AI into a database by vocation. I'm not looking at location at this point, but I am looking at vocation so that you can send AI messages specifically to a vocation.
Bob, you said a week and you said programmers. Is that creation weeks or Earth weeks?
Not dog weeks.
Russell,
Hey,
So
you
you're
were
missing it,
two
Russell.
weeks
He's
is
not
fine.
saying
That's
he's
okay.
not saying what month or what year. Okay.
well, no, I did say week, so something's got to happen.
Is
Okay.
this to research who's responding to you via LinkedIn, or can we put in like, you've got a campaign running for me where, like business consultants, something like that, or SBA lenders, something like that. Is that, I mean, what does AI do on beyond that?
Well, here's what we'll be able to do, because I've already got it. I woke up, I can't tell you what time this morning or last night, and I came up with this brainchild. And the brainchild was what are the failings of AI?
There's a
Every
lot.
email starts with, I hope this email finds you well.
Good point.
Four. Oh my God, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you why I love this group. There's humor here. I always say, if you don't have something funny to say, you shouldn't be speaking. So what I'm looking at is a better way of organizing your AI so that you can target specific vocations. I haven't gotten to locations yet, but I'm thinking just vocations so you can send out specific AI messages to specific vocations. Wouldn't that be nice?
I'll take it.
You know,
I just want to say one thing. I want to thank whoever suggested, whoever asked if it were made the differentiation between creation and whatever. To see Betty's response was just priceless. Thank you so much for that.
All right, Debbie, you raised your hand. I'm going to give you an opportunity to get a question.
Yeah, I just want Bob to reach out to me. I sent you an email.
Okay.
Thank you.
What email address do you use?
Bob@mycity.com.
Perfect. Okay.
All right, we got to move on now. Thank you, Bob.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to every incremental improvement with AI that you can put together, all the V's, all the letters. We appreciate that. And next up, our friend from Illinois, Jacob Bassett. Good morning, Jacob.
Good morning. Jacob Bassett here in Illinois in the cornfields of Chicago. We have direct relations with major banks and credit unions, traditional lenders, to offer some alternative routes of financing for not only established business owners or the seasoned investor, but also startup business owners and investors as well. We offer both a cash term loan, 5 or 7 year, along with revolving business and personal credit cards. That way, those who are new can get cash for their immediate needs, as well as what I think is very beneficial is getting some of those business credit cards so they can grow and establish that business credit history. That way, they can stand on 2 legs rather than just using personal credit for everything, being a guarantor on all of their business stuff. If they can grow the business credit, start bringing that revenue in, then they then have both the business and the personal side to utilize.
Great stuff. Always appreciate you.
Likewise.
And then we've got our Mr. Rolodex, Alan Holmes. Good morning, Alan.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right.
Yes.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Southern California. Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. I must go down the list. Jacob Bassett, Roy Dickens, Bert Franklin, Kurt Roscoff, Emily Gomer, who, by the way, had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Angel. Community is the essence of business, and I'm the master connector for creating it. That was, yes, yours truly, Miss Betty Withrall. She's the one who came up with that. I am your human AI. I love all this information about collaboration, connection, and networking. Mycity.com. I have been back there. I think that Mr. Bob Friedenthal is a brother from another mother because each one of us has a dream and a vision. So thank you live from Mycity's cultural community, waiting for Linda Blair to step up to the mic. Mr. Scott Harrell, thank you for allowing me to yammer. Happy Friday to each and one of you. We love you. I'm out.
Well, I love that kind of yammering because it's concise. So thank you. Alan made a good point about our being connected, and I want to just quick remind everybody, I created a Facebook group for Mycity Networking, and we've got about 18 members already, but only about half of them are actually people who come to our Zooms. So if you're on Facebook, please send me a request to join and I'll get you signed up. And if we're not Facebook friends, I'd be happily connected with you. And we're going to next move to Burke Franklin. Good morning, Burke.
Good morning, everyone. Burke Franklin, businesspowertools.com up in Santa Barbara, California.
Thank you.
Thanks, Phil, for whatever you said. It's tragic that I missed it. Great pitch, though. But Alan, and thank you for being on your show along with Kurt and Emily. I appreciate that. That was fun. hope useful. Anyway, Burke Franklin Business Power Tools. It's an online dashboard loaded with ready to use templates for writing your business growth plan roadmap to raise capital. I think of that whole business plan as I was talking to Phil yesterday. It occurs to me that really what this thing is, it's kind of that bridge between you, the entrepreneur, and how you think and how investors think and lenders and finance people think, because we don't think like they do pretty much. So it's that bridge between the gap to explain to them why you, why now, and why the product from your product. And so they want to know the business part of it. And who has we have financial models baked into this thing, done for you text. Take a look at businesspowertools.com. Call me. I'm happy to walk you through it.
Yeah, it is an awesome platform. Thank you, Burke.
Absolutely.
All right. Next up, DeMar Lewis. Hi, DeMar. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. It's great to see everyone. It's been a while. I help or work with small businesses, entrepreneurs, to help them be more profitable. In fact, in less than 5 minutes, I can show any business owner how to double their profits, and within an hour, they can figure out what that means and actually implement it, and within 30 days, see results. Likewise, if a business owner spends 45 minutes to 90 minutes with me, I can show them where they're leaving at least $100,000 in profits on the table and looking at 12 different areas, which are kind of low-hanging fruit within their business. So if you know anyone that would like to make more money, have them talk to me. Thank you.
All right, thanks. I think everyone here wants to make more money and certainly knows someone else who wants to make more money. So sounds like a great opportunity. Thank you.
Please put your contact in chat. It's good, Scott. I don't know if DeMar has his info in the chat.
Yeah, I actually just put it in chat.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, next up is our friend Corey Northington. Good morning, Corey.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm an independent associate of Legal Shield PPLSI. I help empower individuals, families, and small business owners with the best in what I call the Netflix and legal identity theft services. So for a great monthly subscription, you have the ability to talk to any business owner across the country about having legal access to attorneys, law firms across the country. So whether you're trying to review a business contract or you're trying to know legal advice on different areas of your business that can help grow you. So it's a right now benefit. You don't have to wait months on end for it to get started. Here to serve. We're in all continental states in the US and also in Canada. And also just want to say thank you once again to Scott and Bob to opening up this amazing Zoom platform for us to come and speak as well. So I left my information in the chat. Be glad to do any one-on-ones. If I can help grow you, then that's cool.
All right, fantastic. Thanks, Corey. There's a little chatter coming through, so if you're not currently speaking, if you could please mute yourself, I appreciate that. And next up, Emily Gallmar. Good morning, Emily. Can you unmute? Okay. Well, while we're checking on Emily, I want a quick reminder that we're going to need screen sharing for Linda Blair. She'll be up in a minute. So Emily, we'll get back to you if we have time. I want to give Linda adequate time to do her presentation. So are you ready, Linda?
Yep.
Okay,
Sounds good. I know we've got limited time. So Scott, give me a little heads up when I've got like 2 minutes to wrap up.
Sure thing. Bob or Mehdi, I need to give Linda Blair access for the screen share.
While we're waiting, just a show of hands, how many people have used Google, a Google search as a consumer, or even like in your own business as a search on Google in the last 2 days? How about even the last day? Okay, raise your hand as a business owner if you have a Google My Business profile. How many people? Okay, the ones, okay, good, good. And out of those people with their hands raised, how many have updated in the last week or 2 weeks?
Right.
Good, good. Well, I don't see a lot of hands up anymore. So in my talk to this,
Sorry,
pardon
you
me?
have screen access. You have access now.
Okay, okay. So today what I'm going to do with is just share a little bit about how Google works, so that as a business owner, you can see and make good choices on updating your Google profile. So let me just share my screen. Hang on. I'm just going to go to a search page. And let me just minimize my pictures here. Okay. Can everybody see this page? Okay.
Yep.
Hang on one,
Yes.
okay, 1 second. Let me just
Yes.
hide my floating control. So as a consumer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in, whether I'm on my cell phone or on my laptop or my iPad, what am I looking for? Okay. I just did a search, Medicare health plans. Now, I'm down in Aliso Viejo. So if I don't type in a city or geography, Google is automatically going to pull up search results in my area. Okay. Now, the anatomy of Google, how it works is they're going to pull up the most relevant searches first. The top of the page is usually pay per click ads. So people are paying, business owners are paying to get their their website up on the top. Okay. And this is a cost per click. So as a consumer, if I click on it, Google's going to charge me per click to take them to the website. Underneath that, this is called Google Maps section. Now in Google Maps, okay, it's called the map pack. You've got 3 on the first page. And if I click more businesses, it's going to give me a whole Rolodex of other businesses located in this map section area. Okay, so usually it drops a red pin for the local businesses that are prioritized on the top. So how do I get here? Okay, this is not alphabetical. There's quite a few different factors that are taken into effect by Google that they're basically going to reward you to be listed here and to rank you. So let me just show a little tiny picture here. This is a maze, if you can see this. Okay, Google's the center here. What they're doing in a split second is they're looking at everything out on the internet at once.